because he is expecting to wake up. Ironically, this is not far from the truth. Do you believe in fate?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't like the idea that I'm not in control of my life.
I know exactly what you mean.
Displeasing to a divine
Let me
principle.
tell you why you're here.
A certain act is regarded as pleasing.
You're here because you know something.
Divine.
What you know you can't explain, but you feel it.
In the tradition of
You felt it your entire life. That there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind.
what is actually important is here and now. Here and now. Now is definitely now. We try to experience
information.
Do you want to know what it is? The matrix is everywhere. It is all around us.
this is now.
Even now, in this very moment,
This is very moment.
you can see it when you look out your window.
Nothing is mystical.
What I think to be real, which seems now more to be unreal. Can't explain.
When you go to church, when you pay your taxes,
Always.
it is
That you are constantly interacting with the reality one by one, spot by spot, constantly. We actually experience fantastic precision.
that you are a slave now. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage, born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. A prison for your mind.
The materials that exist in our life,
Unfortunately, no one can be told what the matrix is.
none of them regarded as bad or good per se. Everything we experience are unconditional experience. They don't come along with a label by saying this is regarded as bad, this is good.
This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
That's a paradigm. Modern materialism drifts.
That's the problem. And that is not
It
possible
puts the
now.
responsibility squarely in your lap.
Actually experience now possess a lot of
Clear cut, comforting.
it is so
It says, yes, your world is a very big place. It's very mysterious. The mechanism is not the answer, but I'm not going to tell you what the answer is. Because you're old enough to decide for yourself.
You see, maybe that's why we complain to society. Maybe that's why we vote for the presidents.
There were only 6 people killed, not enough to pass the legislation. So what happened is 2 years later, April 19, 1995, down comes Oklahoma City Murrah building, 168 people killed. 1 year later, the anti-terrorism legislation that takes away many of our constitutional rights and civil liberties is passed.
Under its battle against the central bank concept and the corrupt greed-filled men associated with it had just begun. So what is a central bank? A central bank is an institution that
grow inside of me.
the control of interest rates and the control of the money supply or inflation.
Through the media, through television, through people living and creating ideals that everybody struggles with.
One in particular sticks out as the prime cause that King George III of England outlawed the interest-free, independent currency the colonies were producing and using for themselves. Based on historical precedent, two specific powers are inherent in central banking practice: the control of interest rates and the control of the money supply, or inflation. The central bank does not simply supply a government's economy with money, it loans it to them at interest. Then, through the use of increasing and decreasing the supply of money, the central bank regulates the value of the currency being issued. It is critical to understand that the entire structure of this system can only produce
and I thought about it a few years, actually. And I decided, that meaning and language are two different things. And the alien voice in the psychedelic...
And since the central bank has a monopoly over the production of the currency for the entire country, and they loan each dollar out with immediate debt attached to it, where does the money to pay for the debt come from? It can only come from the central bank again, which means the central bank has to perpetually temporarily cover the outstanding debt created, which in turn, since that new money is loaned out at interest as well, creates even more debt. The end result of this system without fail is slavery, for it is impossible for the government and thus the public to ever come out with self-generating debt.
Daughter cell. That cell will have more movements of consciousness. And I'm choosing moment to moment out of those movements to bring my actual experience into manifestation. This is the only radical thinking that we need to do. But it is so radical, it's so difficult, because our tendency is that the world is already out there, independent of so all thinking is the result of improper truth perception. So then the question arises, does it really matter what we eat? So does nutrition really have an effect?
Then it will happen. It will happen just like because there's a somewhere inside each eye, one of us that gives you a look into the other side. And that's the button. The reset, the compass tells you where you want to sail. Good luck.
Two or more places or states simultaneously. And this is a very bizarre concept, and one of the hallmarks of quantum work.
Superheroes use different positions, but the world being potential stress of reality. Until we choose. Heroes choose what they want.